Hello, my name is Bob Dyer and I am winterizing my 21-foot Maxim ski boat. I have 5.0 Mercruiser and I have developed a way to change the antifreeze without removing any hoses or freeze plugs from the engine, so I wanted to share that information with you. I've already changed the outdrive oil as well as the engine's motor oil. All I have to do left is to change the antifreeze or displace any water that's in the engine, and then fog out the engine through the carburetor. So I'm going to be showing you that technique here. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is a case of marine grade antifreeze. You're also going to need a water pump. I bought this water pump at Tractor Supply, but you can probably get one at any hardware store or store maybe like Home Depot. This has an inlet and an outlet. It comes with this flat filter that lays flat in the pool, and then this it comes with this small 6-foot hose and this power cord. So you are going to need some kind of power supply like an extension cord to perform this. You're also going to need an extra 6-foot hose. You're going to need the engine muffs. You can buy these at any marine store or online. And you should also have your engine fog spray ready to go, because this is going to be the last time your engine is going to run before the springtime. Okay? I've already placed my gas treatment in the engine and allowed that to circulate. I let the engine run for 20 to 30 minutes and allow this to circulate through all the gas lines and the carburetor. So you do need to put some gas treatment in your tank before you winterize your boat. Alright? One other thing that you're going to need is this is a pool like this to go under your outdrive. It should also be large enough to break the plane of the rear end of the boat, so that we catch any fluid that comes out of the boat. This is a very small pool here, but they make bigger ones which would be sure to catch all the fluid. The problem with using a bigger pool is that you have to buy more antifreeze because of the depth, and you'll see that reason for the depth here in just a moment. Okay, now I've taken my pump and I've attached my inlet hose to the pump, and I've attached it to the flat filter that's going to lay flat in my pool. Okay, now you can see that I have attached my outlet hose to the pump, and the other end of the outlet hose connects to my engine muffs, which I will be installing onto the outdrive. Okay, so as you can see, I have my muff attached to my outdrive where it's designed to fit. Okay, next I'm going to take my case of antifreeze, gallon at a time, and we're going to fill the pool. Okay, so this is what the entire operation is going to look like when you're ready to start the engine. You can see I have the entire case, all 6 gallons of antifreeze in the pool. You're going to want to have your fog spray ready to go, and you're going to spray it into this intake here. So you need to remove the cap here. Okay, you're going to be fogging into this. Okay, now that I have my fog spray ready, the cap off my carburetor, I've got my pool of antifreeze ready and my pump, I'm ready to start my engine. So the first thing I want to do is turn on my pump by plugging it into a power supply. So you're going to start seeing the antifreeze wanting to come out of the muff there. and that's going to be sucked into the engine here in just a few minutes. Okay, I've got the engine started. My pump is now pumping antifreeze into the engine muffs, which is being taken up into the engine by the water pump. Now you see it coming out the stern discharges of the engine. That's just antifreeze. It's falling back into the pool. It's going to be recirculated back into the pump through the intake hose. Now, as you recirculate this a few times, the fluid's going to start getting warmer, so I wouldn't let this run more than 5 to 10 minutes, keeping an eye on the temperature of the antifreeze as you go before you fog out the engine. Okay, now it's time to fog the engine. With my engine at idle speed, maybe a few RPMs above idle, I'm going to start giving my air intake system a few sprays. I'm going to titrate this to keep my engine running a little bit longer, not to choke it out too quickly, because I want to make sure I get lubrication in each cylinder as well as the entire intake system. So then eventually I'll go ahead and give it a full spray, and it'll take about 5 to 10 seconds to choke the engine on out. You should see some fog outside the exhaust of your engine when you're finished. That's pretty normal. That's what you want. Now I'm completely finished with the winterizing of my boat. Next thing I just need to do is clean this up, and I can use the same pump to pump this antifreeze right back into those gallon jugs. So all I've done to clean up is just remove my discharge hose from my motor muff there, and I'm just going to place it now into one of the jugs, and I'm just going to plug my pump back in until the jug is full, and I'm just going to keep moving the hose from jug to jug until the antifreeze is all filled back up. Okay, I've got all my jugs filled up. My pool is empty. And as you can see, I've got one empty container. As I said, it will use about a gallon to a gallon and a half of antifreeze because that's still in the engine, and there could be just a little bit spilled around this pool. It can splash out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take my empty jug, and here's the one I had from last year. I'm going to put a little water in that, and I'm going to flush my pump out. Okay, I'm just going to take my flat filter off my hose and put it in this jug and flush my pump. So a little bit of antifreeze comes out, and then it's clear water. I'll run that for just a few seconds. Okay, I've already gone through that gallon, so my pump is now clean and I can disassemble it. Okay, so I've removed the tub and cleaned up all my equipment and put it back away, and I've stored my outdrive in a down position, which is how you should store it for the winter time. I've also removed the battery from the boat, placed it on trickle charge. So that's it. I found that a very easy and quick way overall. I think it probably took me about 20 to 25 minutes to displace the water from the engine, and didn't have to take any hoses or freeze plugs out. But you should also know that you should take those freeze plugs out occasionally just to keep them from seizing up in your engine block. Same goes for spark plugs. I'll probably go ahead and work my spark plugs and make sure they're not seizing up, and maybe I'll spray a little fog spray in each cylinder as recommended. But there you go, a quick and easy way to displace water from your engine for winterizing, and hopefully this video helps somebody out there. Have a great day. Bye-bye.